Inside of Airtable, we've always been looking at this data section. At the top here, you've got two other sections, one for automations and one for interfaces, which we'll talk about later. Your automation section is going to be split up into a left pane over here and a right side where you actually go ahead and configure your automations. As you start to build more automations, they'll show up on the left-hand side. As we scroll down the left-hand side, we can see some common types of automations that other users will build. Before we get into building an automation, I want to show you the structure of how automations are generally set up. There's always going to be a trigger and some kind of action or multiple actions that happen after the trigger. You can think of the trigger as an event that sets off the automation. That could be a status change, that could be a manual checkbox that someone checks to say send a notification email. That could be a new record got created inside of Airtable and you want to notify someone. Or you can have time-based triggers like every Friday, send me a weekly digest of some sort. Or you can have records that enter a specific view that you've got filtered in a certain way, and that could also be a trigger. An action is what you want to do with that data. So in some cases, you might want to send a Google Calendar invite. In other cases, you might want to move a record from one table to another. In other cases, you might want to send an email to your entire team on what were the main events that happened on your team this week, or what were some tasks that were completed or were due that week. There's lots of different actions that you can take. So in summary, your automation is going to be made up of a trigger and one or multiple different actions. Thanks for investing in your own knowledge base. I'm Cherry Yang, the founder of Claribase. We're going to be releasing our flagship course, Airtable Mastery, for free. In the course, you can find over 100 videos on topics like design, integration, automations, and interfaces. It's perfect for the Airtable champion who wants to build their database right the first time. You can sign up for the course at the link down below.